This is how to choose a pageant platform or social impact initiative. The first way to start is just by doing some research and seeing what else is out there. I've included a Google Sheets template with a list that you can click in the description below for some ideas to get you started. Every single one of the items on that list can lead to sub-platforms that you can create and modify and adjust to make it really your own. You can even come up with a clever title or an acronym to make it catchy and memorable. Start with something emotionally relevant to you. If you have a relationship to the issue, if you have a connection, if you have a family member that's experiencing it, something that you can speak to with, wait for it, passion. I know that's such an overused and cliche word in the pageant world, but it's true. Something that you can speak about with passion, that gives you energy when you talk about it, like those are all good starting points. Choose a platform that you have a strong understanding of, or at least are interested in enough to do the research on. It has to pique enough of your interest to make you want to learn more about it, if you're already not an expert in it. For instance, in 2008, I was Miss California's Outstanding Teen, 12 years ago, and I chose arts in schools as my platform because I was a dancer and I'd always been exposed to the arts in San Francisco public schools. I actually had to do a lot of research. It turns out I'm not that interested in budgeting for public school systems. That's ultimately what the issue came down to. I was a teenager and I chose arts in schools because I lit up when I spoke about it, but I didn't care enough about it to understand how the Department of Education could better budget for music and dance classes. Like that was kind of a fail in hindsight. Therefore, if I could grade my old self on my 16-year-old platform, I'd say it was okay. It wasn't stellar because I just didn't have the gusto to learn everything about it, to spread it if I was Miss America's Outstanding Teen. One misconception about platforms is that you have to make a decision and stick to it. Otherwise, it looks like you're wishy-washy. That's not true. You can absolutely change your platform. What matters is that you have the ability to speak convincingly about it. So if you've competed for multiple years and you're realizing that one platform just isn't as good a fit as another one, then upgrade. It's also a misconception that your platform can't be like someone else's. It is okay to have the same platform as someone else. In fact, if you think about expanding the pie and growing the opportunities in your platform, you want other people with the same platform because you all are fighting for the same thing. It's okay to have the same platform as someone else because you will do something different with it. When talking about your platform, it is very helpful if you have concrete numbers, data, and stats that talk about the measurable progress that you've made in your initiatives. If not your own impact, the impact of how the platform affects the larger population in your country, the larger world. How many people have the condition? What percentage of people are affected? How has your involvement with the organization changed those numbers? Judges are very impressed by numbers, especially if judges have worked in the professional sector, because in real life, in business, numbers are everything. You have to be able to measure impact to be able to justify it as being real and tangible. Having concrete data, numbers, stats that you can speak to at any time that are accurate, of course, adds an air of legitimacy to your interview. And lastly, the best platforms have the ability to expand nationally, if not globally. Okay, so think big. If 10 platform ideas all sound about the same to you and nothing's jumping out, choose the one that has the ability to go global. Okay, that's because you want a platform that can scale up with you as you grow and as you win titles. If you become a national title holder, you'll have an opportunity to work with partnerships and organizations that will get you making a larger impact. So if your platform can open those doors, that is wonderful for you. So in summary, download my list online, start with something emotional, choose a platform that you know, or at least like enough to learn more about. Don't be afraid to change your platform or choose the same platform as someone else. Be able to speak about your platform in terms of numbers and data, and think big with a platform that can be expanded globally. If you're having a hard time choosing your platform from an existing list, or you have an idea for one that doesn't exist yet, watch this video on how to create your own platform. Thank you for watching my video. Please give it a like if it was helpful, subscribe for future videos, and leave a comment so I can say hi. I'll see you next time. Bye. You can also check out my other videos right here.